What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, I wanted to give you guys a short 3 to 5 minute video updating you guys on our basement. It is coming along. Look at this, the walls are painted, multiple coats on the walls. We've started to put the access panels in to set places. We're making some amazing progress. It has its ebb and flows, but we are doing really well. Next big item on the list will be the drop ceiling. We'll be putting in a 2 foot by 2 foot drop ceiling. We're starting to get quotes for that now, and really excited to see how that turns out. So as you guys can see, boatloads of projects and things coming down the pipeline for the channel. We got a handful of new cards in this past weekend. I got so much AC Infinity stuff, it's ridiculous. This is just a few things. I have a ton of it out in the garage right now. In addition to that, this is not my gear. I'm hosting this for a fellow miner. I'll be doing a video on this Wednesday, actually, if you guys are watching this on Monday. So that is some great fun build that we'll be doing, a 10 GPU build coming up. So many projects over here to do. Power supplies we got some really cool meters in from Anonymous Miner and Red Llama, some SHIB coffee as well as Dogecoin coffee. We still have this H510. So I actually have on the docket in the next 2 weeks that we are going to be doing a full build with that, as well as doing a custom frame. I've never built a frame before, like from scratch. We got some motherboards down there at the bottom that we have to get installed. So lots of fun projects to do here coming up in the next few weeks on the channel. In addition to that, let's take a look at our studio and how that's coming along. Access panel installed there. I think you guys saw in a previous video, we built the test bench here, and we do have a 3070 in there right now, LHR mining flux. Outside of that, we did get a new desk, so that's exciting. Little stuff. This is a standing desk, so we bought the tabletop from IKEA, and then we do have an up and down desk as well. There is a fatigue mat I have. It's out in the garage. I have to grab that, but here's kind of the studio setup now. That's 2 LG 32-inch monitors there. And of course, you got the cool Hobbyist Miner logo. We got our mining dog down here sleeping underneath our desk as well. So let's check out our mining room. So we have the door on. I do want to go ahead and I want to build almost like a sleeve that I can slide in like a piece of plywood, a thin piece of plywood to go across the door to help seal the door off in the winter time, and then in the summertime open it, like kind of little ears to open that up. I think that would be really sweet, but we'll see. Still lots of work to do. Trim won't happen around any of the doors or at the bottom until the floor and ceiling are done, so that'll look ugly for a while. Outlets still need to get cleaned up and fixed, but we'll get there. We'll get there a little bit at a time. So in our mining room, we've made some good progress recently. So if you guys looked in a previous video, we did finish our patch panel for our whole basement and mining room. We ended up picking up an HP Pro Curve 48 port PoE switch. Right now it is unmanaged, but we will go ahead and swap it over to managed, and we will be VLANing off our mining room. Our PDUs are installed and mounted directly next to our 30 amp 240 volt Space Goats meters. I did pick up some vertical U brackets that mount to the wall, and then our PDU mounts right into that. So the PDU has multiple ports over here for our C13 and 14, and then as you can see, this red one's plugged in. The entire bottom of this has plugs. It makes it really sweet. Let me see if I can get you a picture. There you go. So those PDUs are really, really nice. We have another one right over here, and we mounted that as well. And then we have a third one right back over here, right behind our Octo miner. So the only downside of those PDUs is they come with, as you guys can see, a 15-foot cable. So I need to talk to an electrician about, and I hate to do it, but removing the locking L630R and cutting this shorter, or cutting it shorter and then opening up the PDU and re-terminating it in the PDU. I don't know which one's worse, but we'll have to see how that turns out. So talking about airflow right now, at the floor, 78 on that side, 69 on this side. The reason there's such a big difference in our mining room That outlet down there is passive. I'm going to be swapping it over this week. It goes off of that filter box up there, and that's going to turn into a 6-inch inline fan intake. On this side, our intake fan is active there, 6-inch, and also another intake there. So at waist height and floor height. So this side of the room is always colder than this side of the room right now. But I got to make room. I have about 3 additional rigs going in here this week. I did move our flux rig back downstairs here as well. Another big win for the mining room. So you guys are used to seeing these 6-inch inline fans. Well, I decided we need to start planning for the spring, summer, and more rigs. So we upgraded. So up here we have an 8-inch AC Infinity Inline Fan. We have an 8-inch to 6-inch reducer on each side. And then we moved over the duct to sit directly above our rack. So the hot air is going up and going right up into an 8-inch now. And then it goes into the into the 6-inch duct, into the reducer, into the 8-inch inline fan, and then outside. I'm gonna throw up a picture right now. It's insane. The duct on the left is 6-inch, and you can see it barely opens up those flaps. Look at the duct on the right, that's the 8-inch. The amount of air difference, guys, to give you an idea, a 6-inch does roughly about 400 CFM. An 8-inch traditionally does right around 800 CFM for AC Infinity. Now, I am using reducers and we're using 6-inch ducts, so we're not gonna truly get 800 CFM. It's gonna be less, but regardless, it's better than 6-inch. So, jumping back into the mining room here, this is a 6-inch one I wanna replace this week. I have another one from AC Infinity to put back up here. So that one's gonna be coming out and we're gonna be putting an 8-inch in there. So that's gonna leave us pretty good. That means that's an exhaust right there, 1 exhaust, then that'll be a 2, 3, 4 exhaust, and then our intakes will be 1, 2, 3, and then 4 back behind there. And then on top of that, you can consider our door, which is slotted here, as an intake as well, sucking in air from the basement. So that's a quick mining room update, guys. I appreciate you joining me for this. I was hoping to be 3 to 5 minutes. Now we're at 7-minute update. I'm gonna try to bring you one of these every 2 to 3 weeks now to kind of keep you guys up to date as to the progress of our room and also our crypto mining basement. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this update, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Take care.